Good afternoon, everybody. My presentation is also somewhat similar to the previous presentation. So here is just an overview, women-centric craft and oral tradition of coastal Gujarat, tradition of knowledge and tradition of continuity. So now here, just about the coastal region of Gujarat. We know it comprises of Kathiawar and Kutch. And before that, I just want to Kathiawar, it's largely a peninsular Gujarat, and Kutch, slightly a subtle distinction in culture we find in Kutch. Now, significant traditional communities of these two areas of Gujarat, Rajputs, which includes Kathi Rajput, Jadejas, Chavras, Chauhans, Rathod, and Wagelas. They used to be ruling and warrior communities. Next significant communities of coastal Gujarat are Bhatiyas and Lohanas, and they were traditionally trading communities. And the last significant other communities are Rabaris, Bharwars, Charans, and Ahirs, and they used to be pastoral communities. Now, if we go through Bombay Presidency Gazetteer, here the mention is of 16 major communities. That is, Gujarat is having highest, it is referred as Gujarat was preeminently the land of caste. So instead of 4 major castes, there were 16 major castes with numerous divisions and subdivisions. And one of the reasons pointed for the numerous castes in Gujarat was the specialization and differentiation in craft and manufacturing industries. And this feature was best evident in the artisan caste, wherein subdivision was the consequence of the wide variety of specialization in the craft and manufacturing industries. So, because of the existence of artisan community, they were because of specialization in their crafts, so there existed numerous castes. So hence Gujarat is having highest number of castes. And here in coastal Gujarat, these were these significant 3 major significant communities which I have taken because these communities are having the women from these communities, they have carried heritage, there is a craft heritage and knowledge, so that the paper is about that. Now, Gujarat was renowned for its crafts and textile industries since time immemorial. Communities of coastal Gujarat were identified with the following crafts: Kathis, Kathi Rajputs, from whom peninsular Gujarat acquired the name Kathiawar, were prominent patterns of arts and crafts. Rabaris, known for unique embroidery skills, which is known as Rabari Bharat. Charans, popularly known as the Bardic community, as the traditional occupation comprised of cattle grazing and singing songs of the glory of their patrons. Many Charans were the court poets of Rajput rulers and were referred as Kaviraj. Women from Charan community were worshipped as goddesses like Karni Mata, Kodiyar Mata, Mogal Mata, and Soral Mata. That is, the Shakti worship is very much existed and it's still there among Charans. Women's role in community-based craft trade industry. Women formed a significant workforce in ancient craft industry of Gujarat. Women from traditional communities of coastal areas have maintained their tradition, culture, and rich heritage through various styles of embroideries. What are the embroideries through where embroidery is one such craft where women they expressed themselves, and also embroidery was a means of carrying the culture of their community. Now, important that the significance of embroidery is the mirror work or abla. It's a significant features of embroidery where small round pieces of mirror are fixed onto the fabric using buttonhole stitching. The stitches used in the embroidery of Sindh, Kutch, and Kathiawar are chain stitch, herringbone interlacing stitch, darning stitch, and buttonhole. So these are the significant stitches of the embroidery of this region. Now, embroidery craft tradition of continuity. This craft is still in continuity and which started from time immemorial, and this is a kind of a knowledge system of this region. Embroidery of Kathiawar and Kutch has been traditionally done by women at home, and hence this is a legacy of women of this region. The beauty lies in the rich design, variety of motifs and stitches. Embroidery from the Saurashtra and Kutch regions in Gujarat is not only famous but also versatile. There are plenty of stitches used to beautify the product. Now, Kathi embroidery. I'm going to specify two embroideries of these two areas, that is Kathiawar and Kutch. One is Kathi embroidery and one is Rabadi embroidery. And these are the two nationally, international embroideries, and if we read books on embroideries, so these are the two embroideries which are highlighted from Gujarat region. Kathiawar, which took its name from the Kathi, shows a strongly folk element in its embroidery. It is the oldest embroidery practiced from the 16th century onwards in Patan, a little town in the state of Gujarat. Mirror work, interlacing stitch, geometrical motifs, and patchwork with multicolored fabric pieces are the highlighting features. The Kathiawar embroidery designs are hand-drawn on cotton cloth and are worked with silk floss here. The embroidery is done in long stitches. Mirrors or tiny mirrors are used to give glitter to the center of flowers or eyes of animals and birds. So mirror work that is seen in Kathi embroidery, it's only to highlight the centers. It's not spread all around in the cloth or in the work. Now this is the about the Kathi, to show how the Kathi embroidery. This is one of the pictures I have got it. So this is how the Kathi embroidery looks. So there are motifs, and mirror work is used only to highlight, like this is in the flowers, in the center of the flowers, or in the bird's eyes. So this is Kathi embroidery. This is typical Kathi house. This I got it from Shreyas Museum here in Ahmedabad. This is a museum where we can get a lot of knowledge about the art and craft, and mainly embroidery of this region. Now Rabadi embroidery. Rabadi embroidery is very vigorous with many bold shapes, designs. Designs are taken from mythology and from their desert surroundings. They use glass mirrors in various shapes: round, long, rectangular, square, triangular, and beak-shaped. The stitches are square chain interlaced with buttonholes for mirror work, single chain, knot, Romanian blankets interlaced with herringbone, running, and double run. These are the various stitches used, seen in Rabari embroidery. The embroidery of the Rabari is usually done on a maroon background with the enclosed motif. So this is a very significant and subtle thing that is seen in Rabari embroidery, where it's a dark cloth is taken, and on that this work is done, mirror work is done. So this is Rabari embroidery, a lot of mirror work, and basically on dark cloth, Rabari embroidery is done. Now another craft practiced by women of coastal Gujarat region is Bandhani craft. We all know about that. So just an overview. Bandhani is a technique of tie and dye. The technique of tie and dye involves two stages: tying section of a length of cloth and then dunking it into vats of color. A meter length of cloth can have millions of tiny knots known as bhindi in the local language. 4 bhindis are known as a kadi. These knots form a design once opened after dyeing in bright colors. Bandhani craft in Kutch dates back to the 12th century. The craft was brought to Kutch by Muslim Khatri community who migrated from Sindh. Women folk generally carry out the tradition from one generation to the other. So this is Bandhani, tie and dye, so how traditional it is done. So I myself have witnessed how this tie and dye is done. I was in Bhuj in Bhajodia. There's a village, artisan village. So there they demonstrated how this tie and dyeing is done. Now another aspect of knowledge system is oral tradition. How one is the art and craft. Through craft, the knowledge system, how it was carried, and another is the oral tradition. So oral tradition, it also formed a tradition of learning, and which is still in continuity. Since earliest times, human beings had depended upon the word of mouth for the transmissions of knowledge and culture. In organized communities, this process of transmission got crystallized into the oral tradition. Oral tradition, also called as folklore, was one of the effective means of learning. In Gujarat, Kutch and Saurashtra were considered as the centers of the oral tradition. This was due to the existence of traditional bards from the Charan community and Bhakti saints. These Bhakti poets included women Bhaktas too. So women saints were known as Bhaktas and Sati. The credit of organizing and popularizing the folk literature of Gujarat is always gone to Sri Zavirchand Meghani, who is a great scholar of Gujarat. Women Bhaktas or women saints. Women Bhakti saints in Gujarat were known as Sati, not because that they committed self-immolation, but due to their experienced sat or truth. These women were respected for their knowledge and wisdom. Famous women bhaktas whose compositions are still sung and revered are Ganga Sati or Gangabai and her daughter-in-law Panbai, Sati Toral, Sati Loyal and Ratnbai. I'll tell you about these women because very little is known about these saints. Women saints.
Sujata, you will have to wind it up in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes only. So Ganga Sati or Gangabai, she's lived in 16th century. She was a Rajput woman, and she composed a lot of bhajans which are still in running. Interesting thing about that, she composed these songs and she gave it to her, passed it on to her daughter-in-law. So it's an example of how a woman respected for knowledge, she passed that knowledge to her daughter-in-law. This is about Ganga Sati. Next is Sati Toral, and this is actually, if people who have studied Gujarati literature must be acquainted with the Jaisal and Toral. These are legendary lovers of Gujarat, and they are very much live in folklore, Gujarati folklore. This couple, Toral, she was a women's saint, and Jaisal, he was a Rajput dacoit, and he was known for acquiring Tati, Toli, and Toral. Tati was a famous sword, Toli was a famous mare, and Toral was a woman famous for her beauty and piety. So the legends of Jaisal and Toral forms a significant oral tradition of Gujarat. The song composed by Toral largely reflected the spiritual pursuit of man. There are a lot of movies on these legendary lovers. Sati Loyal, she was from the community of Lohara, so blacksmith, and lived in the later part of 18th century. Her lover was Lakha, a dacoit, and she adopted sainthood and composed bhajans. These bhajans are still sung by women on auspicious occasions. Ratnbai was well-known women poet of medieval Sant poets of Gujarat. Unlike other women poets, Ratnbai was from artisan community. She made her living at the spinning wheel. Her compositions were not limited to spirituality or devotional songs. Some of Ratnbai's songs reflected women's social and emotional conditions as well. Now, on conclusion on this oral tradition, the existence of women saints in Gujarat proves that there existed the tradition of learning among women. This tradition of learning in the form of bhajans, couplets, and riddles were preserved and carried by women in a significant way. Bhajans composed by women were sung in various ceremonies. The songs, particularly of Jaisal Toral, were sung by women of various communities and so had a wide social base. So you can see Meghani Zavirchand's Saurashtra Nu Rasdhara, where we can find these compositions by these women poets. So we'll come to know how rich their composition were, and they form a kind of knowledge system for women of that time, and it is still in continuity. So this is about how, this is the knowledge system developed by women, and how it is having a continuity, and how it is still, it's a learning source for others.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Sujata. One question, only one question. And I request Ms. Mamta ma'am to relent Ms. Sujata. Yes, Vibhaji.
Yes, ma'am.
They are lovers being dacoits. Is it some kind of a misinterpretation of the word, or it's just a coincidence?
Actually, I got it from folklore, so it's dacoits. They were they were outlawed people. They were not respected people, but they were from their communities. But
What happens in many of our traditions, what we see that there are certain persons who had been outlaws.
Yes, yes. Yeah, sure, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, right, ma'am.
For one more question.
Thank you, Ms. Sujata.
Yes, yes, sir. Right, right, sir. Yes. That is at present, sir. Like my study is about the pre-colonial time. So where the Kathiawad largely included Saurashtra, maybe not the whole of Saurashtra, but large part of Saurashtra. The Kathiawadi culture spread across. Right. Yes, sir.
We can continue this discussion later on,
Yes. Thank you, sir.
because we have another speaker.